Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome all of you to the public speaking class. Public speaking is a very interesting topic nowadays because if you are good at speaking, you can speak at your class, you can speak with your student. If you are working anywhere, you can speak with your clients, you can speak with the audience. So we all need to learn speaking, but all of us are not good public speakers. So there are few people who are really good at speaking, and they can take it as their profession also. So let's see what are the elements you need to learn for become a good public speaker. So previously we have discussed. Again repeating. So public speaking is basically a presentation that gives live before an audience. Now, public speeches can cover a wide variety of different topics. The goal of the speech may be to educate, entertain, or influence. Often, visual aids in form of electronic slideshow. This makes it more interesting to the listener. Public speaking presentation is different from an online presentation, and it is available anytime. Public speak is typically limited to a specific time or place. Now, online presentation often use slideshows, or they use pre-recorded video of the speaker. This includes recording of a live public speaking presentation. Because speaking in public is done before a live audience, and you need to consider some special factors. You have to be prepared. You need to look smart. You need to be polite. You should speak in a positive note. Now, what is the importance of public speaking? To ask most people, they will probably say they don't like public speech. They may even admit to being afraid of it, since fear of public speaking is a very common fear. Or they may just be shy or introverted. For those reasons, many people avoid speaking in public if they can. If you are one of those people who avoid speaking in public, you are missing out. So, what do you have to do? You have to improve confidence. You should have better research skills. You should have stronger deductive skills. You should have the ability to advocate for causes and many more. So, what are the 5 quick tips? You have to write the speech what you are going to deliver. You have to overcome the fear of speaking. You have to practice the speech. Sorry. You have to prepare your presentation slide designs. And you have to give the speech. So writing an effective speech, the first thing you have to do, write an effective speech. The first thing you will want to do is work on writing with organized engaging speech, because even a great speaking voice or a great deal of charisma isn't enough if your material isn't any good. Now you have to overcome the fear of speaking. You have to practice the speech. You have to prepare your presentation slide designs. And you have to give the speech. And we also showed some public speaking examples in the last class. So today also we will discuss a little more about public speaking. So being a confident speaker is a skill many folks don't learn in school. Yet it's one of the most important skills for career success. To begin to develop that confidence, we have to break down the types of presentations you may take because each one differs in its approach. In fact, according to virtual speech, being a clear and effective public speaker is important. So they say it can help with career advancement, confidence boosting, critical thinking, personal development, elevated communication skills, networking, leadership building, and become a listener. So what you have to do, you have to like become a good public speaker, and it will help you with the career advancement because there are a lot of career options with public speaking. Uh, it will boost your confidence. It will help you to think critically. It will help you in your personal development, elevate your communication skills. It will help you in networking. It will help you in leadership building, and it will help you become a better listener. So, what is the four types of public speaking? Ceremonial speaking. Ceremonial speaking is when you give a speech on a special occasion, for instance, a graduation speech or an office party. These types of speeches often involve personal or emotional connection to the people you are speaking to. And keys towards ceremonial speech include personal touch. When giving a ceremonial speech, you will want to give it a personal touch. This means including a story that goes along with what or whom you are talking about. So, if you give a personal touch, like if you, like when delivering a speech, if you also include yourself in the speech, like you want to, you can talk about yourself so that it will add some personal touch and audience will get connected with you. Occasion focus or ceremonial speech needs to speak the occasion. This is not the time to bring up anything other than who or what is being celebrated. So when you are talking about an occasion and like if you are invited as a public speaker there, you should speak to the occasion. Demonstrative speaking, if you're in technology field or any field where processes are part of your work, demonstrative speaking is a skill you will want to cultivate. So demonstrative speaking is simply explaining how to do something. So what is demonstrative speaking? If you're in the technology field or any field where you have to, where process are part of your work, so you have to demonstrate something, demonstrate the app, any web page, anything. So you then also you have to speak. So demonstrative speaking is a skill you want to cultivate. So demonstrative speaking is a simply but explaining how to do something. Informative speaking is often your meeting form and being able to lead it is important because facilitate conversation. Being able to facilitate a productive conversation will set you apart and help build your authority, builds credibility. For the most part, people don't enjoy being in meetings. Uh, they believe it is a waste of time. So if you are able to hold a productive meeting, you will build your credibility. Cultivate leadership skills. Part of giving an informative speech is understanding how to keep the focus on the information at hand. So keeping everyone in the meeting on track, navigating side conversations, and knowing when to step in are all part of leadership. So, like sometimes the meetings are really very boring, so you have to hold the people's attention. You have to deliver good speech, engaging speech, and like cultivate your leadership skills. And part of giving an informative speech is understanding how to keep the focus on the information at hand. So keeping everyone in the meeting on track is a like part of leadership. Okay, persuasive speaking. What is persuasive speaking? So persuasive speaking is speaking with the goal in mind to convince your audience of your idea or point of view. So persuasive speaking usually includes emotional elements and strong language. Persuasive speeches use many different communication skills to create the greatest impact. Implementing these communication skills will elevate your speech. Tone of the voice. The tone of voice will make a huge impact on your persuasive speech. So it will also inform your audience on how they should feel while listening. Body language, your hand gestures, eye contact, and posture are tools you can use to improve your persuasive speech. So your body language helps set the tone and can draw the listener in. So you should have a good tone of voice tone, because people find like seek a good voice who speaks better, and body language should be also good. Crafting your message when giving a persuasive speech, you will want to make sure that you take time to craft your message. To start off with the most interesting part, tailor your message to your audience. Think about what your audience wants to hear. Whether you want to get the praise or you are lobbying for a promotion, knowing how to give an effective persuasive speech will give you an edge. So these are also some other topics which you should uh, follow while you are giving a speech publicly. And now let's see what are the career options you go with public speaking. Just a second. So public speaking is really valuable in workplace. So although many jobs require some level of public speaking, there are some that make public speaking a strong focus. So if you enjoy public speaking, you may want to consider career which will give you a fair amount of it. So in this article, we share what public speaking is, and discuss the important characteristic of public speaking, public speakers, and provide a list of jobs you may consider to desire a role in public speaking. So these are the important characteristics of public speakers, like effective communicator, instructional abilities, leadership, sales ability, negotiation tactics, interpersonal skills, ability to engage with the audience, active listener, organization, speech writing, creativity, confidence, knowledge about a certain subject, passion. So one public speaker should have this quality, like she should be effective communicator. He should have instructional ability. He should have some leadership. He should have some sales ability, some negotiation tactics, interpersonal skills. He should engage with the audience. He should be active listener. He should run one organization better. Speech writing. He should have creativity. Should have confidence and knowledge about a certain subject and passion. So you can be a tour guide if you are a public speaker. So to being a tour guide, you have to talk about the place and heritage to the tourists. So if there is a foreign tourist who don't know uh, one particular language, so you have to inform, like describe them about the place. Teacher, you can be a teacher always if you are a public speaker. You can be an actor. You can be a health educator. You can be a broadcaster. So broadcaster is responsible for reporting the news to an audience. You can be a mediator. You can be also a training specialist. You can be purchasing manager. You can be pharmaceutical sales representative. You can be a curator. You can be associate professor. You can be litigation attorney, and so on. These are some career options which you can choose when you are in public speaking. So I want all of you to practice one topic in front of the mirror and deliver in the class. If you have any query, you can ask me. Okay, so we'll meet again in the next class. Thank you for your attention.